So you remember there was that film last year called Selfless, in which Ben Kingsley had his brain splanted, or his soul splanted into the body of Ryan Reynolds because he was on the way out and they needed to do it. So he said, Ryan Reynolds is an empty vessel.
No.
Into which your soul can be splanted. So he is. And then, surprisingly enough, he finds out that he's not an empty vessel at all. That's actually sort of like that film Second.
What's he full of then?
Well, he's full of Ryan Reynolds.
Is he really?
He is. Who knew there was so much?
And people filled their own.
Yeah. Well, now we have Criminal. So the story is at the beginning, Ryan Reynolds is splanted into the body of Kevin Costner, who's the empty vessel.
That would be a challenge.
Kevin Costner's empty vesseldom is explained away by the fact that he is a hardened crim who does not feel any emotions. He doesn't know good nor bad nor nothing. He's just terribly hard. And they need to, because Ryan Reynolds knows all this stuff. There's a nuclear thing. There's a character. There's a Spanish anarchist and a bloke called the Dutchman, really. And they have to get.
Not going to end well.
They have to get Ryan Reynolds' stuff and his brain into Kevin Costner's empty brain, and they get it into Kevin Costner's empty brain. And Tommy Lee Jones is the surgeon who does the operation, and Gary Oldman is the CIA chief who decides very early on, having woken Kevin up from his brain splanting operation, that he'll start shouting at the end of this clip and then won't stop for the rest of the movie.
Your name is Bill Pope.
I'm sick, Doc. I need some kind of shot. I need something.
Don't look at him. Don't look at him. He can't help you. Only you can help you. Your name is Bill Pope. You're an intelligence officer with the CIA.
Intelligence. What's my head?
Aspirin is not good for you, but this will help.
Billy, we had orders to put a bullet in the Dutchman's head. Right? But you forced the play because you thought you could trust him. You thought you could pay him off.
Billy!
Where did you put him?
Remember! Remember!
You got me confused with somebody else.
And Gary Oldman spends the rest of the movie doing that. Every line, shouted, no matter what. He just does that the whole time. Meanwhile, Kevin Costner goes on the rampage around...
Well, you would.
You would, wouldn't you?
Being shouted at.
Yeah, exactly. He goes running around the sites of merry London, where he quite genuinely meets and beats up a bunch of people who say... God blimey, that's bang out of order and no mistake in Mary Poppins here to come. He goes to a kebab shop and he has a kebab, and then he gets in a cab with the cab driver virtually says, I'm not going south of the river this time of the night. And then...
Did they go on the rooftops?
Actually, no, they missed a trick there.
A little bit of chim.
They didn't chimney.
Chim action.
But yeah. Anyway, it's utter rubbish. And not enjoyable rubbish, as it turns out. It's quite boring. The best reviews I've read of it, the most positive reviews go, well, it's rubbish, but it's kind of, it's not, it's entertainingly terrible. No, it's not. It's got Gary Oldman doing the "give me the check" performance. It's got Tommy Lee Jones looking more saddlebaggy than ever. I'm sure pinching himself between seats, going, why am I here? What on earth is this about? It's got Kevin Costner attempting to portray through the sheer strength of his facial maneuvers, the struggle of a sort of psychotic criminal with Ryan Reynolds in his head. Gal Gadot turns up to go, hi.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
I might go into
One. Yeah.
I know I'm shallow, but...
Yeah, shallow is a nice word for what you are.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's a cameo appearance.
What word would you use then?
Shallow. And then there's a cameo appearance by Piers Morgan as Piers Morgan.
No, well, we know how movies with Piers Morgan in end up.
Yep.
The last one was Entourage.
Yep.
Okay, is this better than Entourage or worse?
Oh, yeah, but, most things in the world
What's
are better
Piers
than
Morgan
Entourage.
doing in it?
Being Piers Morgan.
He's like Target, is he?
Pardon me?
Is he a target?
No.
Oh.
No, he's Piers Morgan, interviewing the Spanish anarchist.
Okay. This sounds ludicrous.
Yeah,
Is it
but not entertainingly ludicrous, just rubbishly ludicrous. I mean, rubbishly ludicrous. I am genuinely, I wrote this line down, I'm not making this up. There is genuinely a bit when a bloke goes, oi, that's bang out of order.
And
He actually says that line out loud. And it is bang out of order.
is that after Piers' interview? Well, is that the cabbie? All right. What's that film again?
It's called Criminal, and it is indeed criminal.